Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new video. So, right now I'm just playing with this. I don't know, I think 7 Deadly Sins has been a little bit boring for me lately. Um, I got the new characters, and that's probably what this video is going to be about, just kind of showcasing them. But I think the expectations were set a little high for me. Because I was testing them out in PvP. Absolutely not. Just not gonna work out. And well, we'll see. I'll give you my opinions as I go through the video. But right now, I'm doing this because I want to get the rewards. You get the little pieces by playing the bosses and doing what do you call that? Doing the boss dungeons, the like the gold dungeon or stuff like that. And you're gonna get these tickets or these slot numbers. And I already finished all of mine up, so I got a good chunk of rewards from that, and I didn't really have to try too hard, which was good. There's this thing here too, Hawk's Awesome Adventure Chest or Awesome Treasure Chest. It's free. Just open them all at once, and you only get this batch here for the day. Everything else is if you get really lucky, you're gonna get a good chest. But if you don't, then you're just gonna get some regular prizes, and these are the regular prizes like 5-star books, some higher level difficulty stuff from the to upgrade their levels. I can't remember the exact name of this one, but this is pretty decent. If when you're finally in the end game and like you don't really have anything else to do, like you usually end up upgrading the costumes. I'll show them in a little bit where you can find them. But you use the alluring perfume, and they give you higher stats per character, per costume. So the costumes usually have like I'd say 1,000 worth of CC for you if you like put them on, because they have more stats. See, just on the costumes that I have here, I get an extra 8% resistance on crit resistance, so it brings it from 75 to +8, which is pretty good for crit resistance. It reduces the amount of damage crit damage does. So I mean, it has a defense boost too. There's some characters that really benefit from defense, and this is a character that's not really maxed out. I like look. This is the old man Leotis. I maxed all of his stuff out except for like one thing. But as you can see here, he has like 960 extra defense. That's a good chunk of defense extra. And you can do all the weapons. You can do all the hairstyles. That's why you see some characters in PvP with like different costumes. Because towards the higher levels of PvP, even that little bit matters. Because depending on what's the meta, you're gonna have characters that are just what do you call that? Slightly stronger than you because of the costumes. But that's enough of an explanation about the costumes. Like I said, the rewards are pretty decent, so don't forget to do that. I stopped doing the boss once I got the 15 requirement to get the ruler's gift. I already opened it. That's why I have the ability to select like upgrade some holy weapons, but I'm still kind of deciding which one I'm gonna pick. And yeah, I mean, these are decent, especially if you're a new player. These, I wouldn't bother, but that's just me. I always get the evolution pendants now because they are so freaking annoying to farm. Right now, I did like. Actually, should I? Diamond perks. I could get. If I do one more summon for 30 gems, I'm gonna get the Super Awakening coin. But I have until the 14th. It's the 7th. I have time. I don't have to do that right now. Because I want to get those 10 Super Awakening coins. And I also kind of want to get the costume or the relic box. Yeah, the Holy Relic for... Um, what do you call this? For collab characters, just to see it because I might be missing some. But otherwise, I stopped doing it. It was just annoying. I had to use I was forced to use this team. I couldn't use anything else other than this team, and I usually ran it with dodge food at the very beginning to barely survive. If I got the wrong cards at times, I would just die, which was frustrating, especially because one time I was just about to kill him and he was just about to die. Like his HP was down to the last sliver, and I had my whole team got wiped in like 2 turns. I was like, that's great. But I mean, it wasn't so bad, I guess. It got me a story. Let's see. Already covered that, already covered that. I could upgrade the I'm going to. I should be what I should do. I'm actually going to trade in these pendants for the Super Awakening pendants, because I kind of want to upgrade the other characters up to plus 100. Because like I said, I'm kind of disappointed with the collab characters. On paper, they're really good. For something like PvP, I wouldn't trust them. But considering that right now for the what's that called? Fuck. Considering that all of their holy relics stack and everything synergizes with them, I want to test them on a couple of dungeons. But I can't think of a good dungeon to test them out where I would have a better team for it. So I want to see how they do in PvE, but PvP, I get destroyed by teams constantly because at the beginning I can't dish out enough damage, and I want to see if I can fix that using the like upgrading their levels from like level 90 to level 100. But I need those super medallions, or the ones you just saw right now. Let me see, where's the character? 80, 90. Did I already upgrade them? No, let me. Oh, it's because oh my god, I had it on the wrong tab. I was never gonna find it. Because they're level 90 and they're fully super awakened. So they should be at the very top of a certain list. But it looks like they're not. Which again, did I upgrade them and I just fucking forgot? Level 90. Okay, let me change into collab units because I'm being blind. Commandment collab. There you go. Yeah, see, they're level 90. Okay, her. Yeah, we're gonna upgrade you to level 100. Level that up. I feel like I need to watch this anime. So apparently at the end of the boot camp, I'm going to be able to design my own app. I'm going to see if I can make a video game. I feel like it'd be a fun side project to do. Do I want to do that? I kind of don't want to do that, because I'm going to have to get more of those. I have 3. But you never really get too many of these here. How much is it going to cost me? Oof, no. Okay, we're going to have to save that for later. You know what? I have a better idea. This is going to hurt, but not as much as doing the other thing would. Okay, I need 12. I have how many super awakening coins? Okay, no, evolution pendant. I have 3. I need 2, so I'm going to need 9 for 12 because each 6 turns into 1. So it's going to be 120. That's expensive, but I can eat the cost. I'm probably going to pull on another day. Now I'm down to 50 of those. This is like really expensive. This is only like an emergencies. Like if you really can't wait for, oh my god, I overbought. Oh well, it's better to have extra than not to need it. Um, way that I just did it is really inefficient, but I'm doing it because I want to make a vid. So fuck. God damn it. Okay. Let me. You know what? This is gonna be useful. All right. Skip. I would recommend using them in the death battles. I'm pretty sure one of them deactivates his fucking passive, which is so annoying. Because it's frustrating when you want to run a really strong character, but the death battle stops you because it's a bad character and it doesn't activate due to being in a death battle. Let's see. It's gonna give me extra. Do I trust this team? No, I don't. Let me put in. This is. You know, I think this is a safe bet. It's been a minute since I ran this team. Switch this up. Okay, let me add. I don't know, Escanor for the hell of it on him. I think that's funny. Let's get an AI. That should definitely help out a lot. I might not even get to do anything. Hmm. Forgot what I was talking about. Oh well. I want to hurry this up so I could show the characters, but I think this is decent too. I could talk the strategy out. So the reason I have this character on here is because her passive is really broken in PvE. But we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. So if he's still alive by the end of this, which he should be, I'm gonna get greater attack, and then I'm also gonna get to lower his gauge. No, okay, it shouldn't matter too much. So whenever she does an attack, it upgrades. I'm so foolish. I forgot that. Okay, whatever. And because of that, one, it ranks up her skills, and whenever she ranks up her, so close. Okay, whenever she ranks up her skills, she gives an attack boost to the entire team, and it's a really good attack boost. And then on top of that, her buff card buffs you up by 30%, like every single stat. This should finish this off. It's Jover. And now these guys are gonna get boosted up too. So the entire team gets a really substantial boost to stats. And usually when you are at this level, like that's a good chunk of damage. And Meliodas himself is geared up towards doing more damage when it comes to what do you call that? When it comes to using the cards, with the higher ultimate gauge that he has, the more damage he does, up to 50%. And that's usually when he starts dealing like okay, he's gonna die this turn. I swear to God, if he doesn't hit her, I'm gonna be pissed. Okay, yeah, there he is. 600. Yeah, he's fully ramped up. This is when he's like decently hitting. I mean, might as well. I don't think this is gonna finish him off, but doesn't hurt to try. Only? I mean, I guess, but I feel like it should be more. Hmm. I did that in the wrong order, but it's fine. I think he's gonna get finished off right now. That's gonna clutch this. Okay, we got the mats that I need. Sweet. See, you also get the costume materials from this. Which I always get frustrated when I get the costume materials because I always want the upgrade materials, not the costume materials. I don't care about the costumes yet. Like, let me level up all of my characters and then let's talk about the costumes. But it's a part of the game, so what can you do? Let's see. Right there. Damn it, I should have let that play out. Oh well. Sorry, it's because I really want to test them out at like max strength. So let's give a quick rundown of their passives and their holy relics and what they're for, right? So you got, let's put up the main guy over here. So this is the leader Shadow, the Eminence in Shadow. He has a debuff card, he has an attack card, and he also has an ultimate. Let's see, he has a holy relic. The holy relic is Skull and Hades Eclipse Sword. Increases the hero's crit resistance by 10% and crit defense by 20% for each applicable ally participating in battle. So this is pretty disappointing, to be honest. Like, I've seen better holy relic weapons on collab characters. I don't know why they focused on defense for this. Defense is useless at this point in the game. Like, it's a wasted effect. Like, if they would have given them like more damage or something, that would have been great. But maybe I'm misunderstanding and he's a tank character because I think he kind of is. I was reading his passive, and I was reading it and I realized like he kind of plays more into HP rather than like any kind of damage. So I'm even trying to switch around his weapons, or the weapons or the equipment that I put on him. But anyways, okay. Mighty leader, right? Active when entering battle, so he can't be running the passive in the back. And active outside of deathmatch. So this means it works in the demonic beast battle and PvE and PvP content, but it just doesn't work in deathmatch, which again is frustrating because I feel like he would have been pretty good in deathmatch. All right, the passive doesn't work if he's in deathmatch, so just bear that in mind. Like if you're running him, the holy relic weapon works and the debuff works, and so does the attack skill. But because he doesn't have his passive, he does mediocre damage at best, in my opinion. You'd have to do the ultimate to even start kind of applying stuff. And you'll see what I mean in a moment. So the basic stats of applicable allies increase by 5% for each one participating in battle, right? Applicable allies and are humans and fairies, right? The hero gains Moonlight at the start of the battle. Moonlight attack related stats plus 30%, damage dealt plus 40%. So attack related stats plus 30%. Moonlight is really OP in that regard. As far as I'm aware, attack related stats is so much better than just attack stats, right? Attack related means increased pierce, increased crit, increased damage, right? Now, what I dislike here, right? Magic control are applied to the attackers equal to the number of applicable allies that take damage from skills during the enemy's turn or the targets whenever the hero uses a skill for 2 turns. Magic control minus 15%, all target attack damage dealt inflicts additional damage equal to 4% of remaining HP at the end of the turn. Stacks 5 times. So, from what I understand, it reduces the damage dealt by all targets. Attack. So it has to be an AoE attack. It doesn't do anything against single target attacks or ultimates. I guess if the ultimate is an AoE, then it reduces the damage. But again, when you're dealing with like millions, if you're going from a million, you're dropping down to, or even if you're going, yeah, if you're going down to a certain extent, it's not going to work out too well. Because if the enemy deals 1 mil damage, if you reduce it from 1 mil down to, I don't know, 750k, right? How are you going to survive that regardless? Even when you're maxed out, usually you're rocking maybe 600k HP. But maybe it sucks more with some. I mean, it's good if you have it, but it doesn't work on a lot of bosses. That's the problem. It's a red effect because it's a bleed, right? As far as I understand it, like it reduces 4% of the remaining HP, but because it's a 4%, like it has diminishing returns. And for anything that's strong enough to actually be useful for, it's not going to apply because it's a red debuff. Most characters are immune to red debuffs. They have to be gray in order to work. For each magic control effect applied to enemies, applicable allies damage taken decreases by 5% up to a maximum of 40%. And all stats of the hero increase by 3% up to a maximum of 30%. And see, his passive is dependent on how many he applies to the enemy. Whenever there are 5 or more magic control effects on the enemies, fluidity is applied to the hero for 2 turns. Fluidity inflicts additional damage equal to 20% of the hero's max HP and increases max HP plus 20% when using a skill. And this is what I mean. In fluidity, when he triggers it, he has more damage based on HP, but I can dump more HP points into HP compared to dumping into attack points. So even if I have him running on an attack weapon set, equipment set, right? It wouldn't be nearly as much as it would be for the HP set. Because the HP set offers so much more HP. Fluidity is applied to the hero if there are 5 or more magic control effects on enemies at the start of the ally's turn. So again, he gets fluidity, but he only gains that at the start of the battle. And he also gets the fluidity if there's 5 or more, but because it's a red debuff, sometimes he just won't get it. Shadowrend, this is attack skill, Shadowrend. That's the effect. Demonic Vanquishment, that's the name. Inflicts Shadowrend damage equal to 200% of the attack on one enemy. Shadowrend, 2x crit damage increase. Crit chance. Plus 20% damage for each magic control effect on the enemies. So again, he can deal a lot more damage because of the plus 20 damage for every single magic control. Think about it. If he has like 15 of them on all of the enemies, this thing is going to have 15, like what? 3x? A 3x crit, or like multiplier on the damage dealt. So he would go for like maybe, I don't know, like 200% attack. I'll test it right now, but it should be a good amount. But his passive is so reliant on those magic controls. And then so the silver is 300 attack, and the gold is 500 attack. Those are pretty. I feel like those are basics at this point. Okay, Blazing Darkness inflicts blood damage equal to 110% of attack on all enemies and infects them for one turn. Flood 8.8% additional damage for every percent of the remaining HP on self. It restricts recovery related stats. Okay, so the recovery related stats, that's not an important effect. I mean, it's decent in PvP, but most characters that you fight, I'm gonna have to test them on something because I feel like that's not right. It's not a very useful debuff, is what I'm trying to say. And blood damage is good, but because I have to rely on HP at a certain point, like I don't think this is gonna hit too well. And then it goes up to 180 for silver and 280 for gold. So gold is significantly stronger than silver. Okay. So that's him. Let's see. Oh, the ultimate. I almost forgot the most important one. I am atomic. Applies fluidity on the hero for 2 turns. Then inflicts Shadowrun damage equal to 350% of attack on all enemies. Shadowrun 2 extra crit chance increase. And then again, this is so reliant on the magic control effect. So you can have a potentially, if you have 4 enemies, that's 4 times 5, 20, like a 4x damage increase. But for the most important characters, it doesn't apply, and you're usually one on one with them or 3 versus 1. So he can't even be maximized like that. To me, this is a little disappointing, but let's go straight for the ultimate. Let's show it off. No audio per usual, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I turned it off a while ago. See, 290 damage. Let's get that gold. 464k. 68k, sorry. 300k on a AoE, but that was gold. Let's see that bronze. 129k. 317k. And now he has fluidity. 317. See, fluidity doesn't do anything. This is about as powerful as he's gonna get. 1 versus 1, and he's barely hitting 700k. Even the ultimate. Yeah, we're not hitting. Sorry, I turned that on by accident. Alright, again, he's a little disappointing, honestly. Okay, next. Let's see. So, second member, Beta. We're looking at her Holy Relic first. Sealed Scissors of the Norns. Decreases all enemies' damage dealt by 40% for 2 turns whenever the hero uses a buff skill. So, the damage reduction is actually pretty good. 40% is a good chunk, right? So, stacking this with the other passive, it should work in theory to be significantly better all around. Because as I last video or some time ago, I was thinking this character is really good for defense and for support. But again, I can't find a use case for her. Okay, so Extraordinary Analyst. For each applicable ally participating in battle, their basic stats increase by 6%. So applicable to fairies and shadows. So this applies to Shadow, right? And it applies to fairies. So nothing else, which I was thinking maybe there's a comeback on the fairy team, but I don't know. I don't feel like this is enough. Okay, for each buff applied to applicable ally, their attack related stats decrease by 4%. Oh no, increase. My bad. So there's a so three buffs, right? Let's say they have three buffs on them, or let's say they have the max. That's 16% attack related stats increase. So that's sizable. So she doesn't have to apply it like the other character. I was thinking that the other day. Okay, when applicable allies take damage, they recover 15% of their max HP at the start of the ally's turn. When the hero enters the battle, the shadow effect is applied to applicable allies for 2 turns. Shadow pierce rate plus 80%, damage dealt minus 40%. Whenever the hero uses a buff skill, applicable allies' defense related stats increase by 15%, limit 3 times. So she provides a good maximum of extra defense. But again, it's frustrating that in PvP right now it's all about damage. You have to outkill your enemy. And this doesn't apply too well. But again, she's really useful. Okay. Especially in PvE, she has the ability to remove ultimate move gauges. That's really good. She's actually goes everywhere. I need to test her out in some battle, because her passive is, I think, even in the sub slot, which is really good. Maybe I've been running in this wrong. I shouldn't have her up in the front. Let's redo some. He would have been perfect for that. Actually, is she uses full here? Let's see. Nimbus is just sleeping on my arm. He's so cute. I can't use him. It really sucked when that happened, when I used it last time. Yeah, I don't think there's another character useful to me right now that I can showcase. So what I was thinking, at least for PvP, I'll cancel this. I've been using this team wrong, because that means that her sub. Okay, I'm so sorry. I was supposed to show you what else she does. I just got excited because I made a realization that I could do better in PvP. Because I've been using her in the front, and she really sucks being in the front. Because her her debuff, or her buff, right? Apply shadow on all allies and increases the hero's crit chance to 150% for 3 turns. Then increases inflicts spike damage equal to 600% of attack on one enemy. That's the ultimate. Shadow pierce plus 80%, damage taken minus 40%. Pierce rate, yeah. That's okay, I guess. She's mostly useful for her buffs. Okay, actually, let's see the stuff. I'm sorry, I'm getting excited to go play PvP. Okay. I mean, 400k is not bad, I guess. All right, let's do some buffs, because I think she should increase her stuff up because of her own passive. Patience, well, yeah, she reduces a lot of damage. $500k. I mean, $400k. $200k. I mean, that's comparable to Gother. I just dislike that she doesn't provide immunity to debuffs. You have to constantly be running her buffs. Like if she had immunity to debuffs, she'd be worth using. All right, I'm gonna put this on. She's the damage dealer for this collab. Okay, so Flaming Sword of Muslim. When the hero uses a single target attack to defeat an enemy, all debuffs are removed from applicable allies, and they are healed for 50% of max HP. Yeah, so the condition's a little restrictive because you have to do the final kill using a single target attack. To defeat an enemy, and she does a good amount of damage, but that relies on there being a character for you to kill. If you're fighting the boss and the boss is the only enemy that you have to fight, then it's never gonna trigger because if you killed the boss, then you've already won. Why would you need a heal? You get me? So that's a little restrictive. Increases the wait. Okay. Increases the hero's basic stats by 8% for each applicable ally participating in battle. Applicable ally, fairies, and shadow. Oh yeah, the name is first member of the Seven Shadows. Applies Mist Form on applicable allies for 2 turns at the start of the battle. Hang on. Okay, sorry, I'm back. The magic of pausing. Okay, I never used to do that in old videos, so that's why I'm smiling. Okay, so first member of the Seven Shadows, that's the name, and then increases hero's basic stat for 8% for each applicable ally. Applicable allies are fairies and shadows, so that's pretty standard for this team, I guess. So they have a very good synergy. Okay, applies Mistform on applicable allies for 2 turns at the start of the battle. Mistform only takes damage from basic stats when attacked. The effect is removed after 2 attacks. When the effect is removed, the crit defense of the hero is removed. It is removed from increases from by 40% for 2 turns. So that she has survivability, but again, like it would have been better if it increased her damage by like something. I would have made her. I don't know what they were thinking by making these guys like this. They're focusing so much on defense when, again, right now the meta is offense, and the offense usually ends up killing them. Okay, the effect is removed with the 2 attacks. Okay. So, when applicable allies also use 3 or more skills during the ally's turn, the suppressed damage taken effect is applied to applicable allies for 1 turn. Suppressed damage taken from enemy skills does not exceed 50% max HP. So where was I? When applicable allies use 3 or more skills during the ally's turn, the suppressed damage taken effect is applied to applicable allies for 1 turn. So suppressed damage is pretty decent. At least in terms of being that it limits how much damage is being taken for that skill, right? So instead of a KO, you get max HP, half. Which, don't get me wrong, you can still get 2 turns, but it goes from 2 turns to, a good chunk. So that's a really good passive. Or, I mean, buff. Okay, when an applicable ally or other than the hero uses a single target attack, sword of penetration is applied to hero for 3 turns. Sword of penetration, pierce rate plus 60%, plus damage first dealt, plus 40%. This is actually really useful. I've tried it in the other stuff. When the hero uses flash cut, 1 sword of penetration is removed. Yeah, see. So it sticks around if you have Celestial Strike, but if you use the Lightning Reaver, it consumes that. So she's based on. I'll cover the names. I really want to like start getting to the actual testing and stuff. Sorry. Let's see the ultimate. It's flashy. It's cool, I guess. Alright, 428k. She got a buff, or at least I'm pretty sure she got a buff. So I want to see if it deals more damage. I'll skip. I mean, it's stay the same. See, again, with the crit defense, I know survivability, but still, like, it usually doesn't work. Okay, 400k on a debuff is not bad. Come on, you're letting me down here. Alright, let's exit this. I mean, let's just out the... I really hyped you up, man. I really hyped you up here. I remember you're so much better on the fighting thing. Like the mini game that they have currently open. I think this is the last day. Thankfully, I already got all of the rewards. Honestly, I was playing it for fun towards the end of it. Alright, let's see. So they should be significantly better if they're put together. Let me try my PvE. You can never do with too little. So this is heavily a fairy team, but I'm gonna keep her in there because she provides a good significant amount of buffs for this boss. Okay. I think this team should be good. Let's go for it. But he stops being useful after a certain point because he can't apply magic control anymore. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you're a new player, like this is pretty good, right? You're gonna be able to. Watch. You're gonna be able to go through this phase. I feel like the holy relic is here, but hang on. All right, let me see. Sorry, I paused it mostly because I've just been thinking about this. They have a good amount of survivability here, but I want to see how far I can push this. Oh God, I didn't know I could put my face here. This is not a flattering angle. I look like an old man. So the reason I'm spamming the buffs is because it allows me to build up her passive. And she's dealing damage. I mean, maybe I'm too picky, but right now he's still vulnerable to debuffs. By the third phase, in the entire thing, he's no longer vulnerable to them. I mean, you know what? His AoE attacks are actually pretty strong. It's my cat. Let's do this. Do this. And do that. I should only lose one. I shouldn't lose both. Actually, I should gain one. Because I'm talking about the tokens for her. Oh, this is the final phase. This is okay. See, he's really good at dealing damage here. Because a lot of characters would just kind of give up on dealing damage. This phase is usually the hardest for this floor. I mean, it's the first floor. Don't get me wrong, but not super difficult. But I think that's good. Oh, sweet! I got the card. It's actually gonna be so useful. I'm gonna have to reset this another time and set it. So actually, let me go so you can see why I think it's useful. When I'm gonna take the challenge reward, go back, go back, event, artifact card, artifacts at bonus. Where are you at? Ah, is this still not there yet? Demonic beast. What am I missing? Oh my god, no. No! This is gonna take a fucking long time. Fuck. 10K. 10 fucking K. Oh my god, okay. Whatever. I barely have a K. You know how long it's gonna fucking take? At least like a couple months. I got diamonds, nice. See, I wish I was this diligent in real life with my own money. Because here I'm like, alright, every gem counts. I'd say, yeah. Hmm. Do we want to do more of the creature nest? No, not really. I think my point's made. I don't know. Let me try out the PvP team I had in mind. Because she should add survivability to to the back end. And then that allows me to use the front end to get in some really strong characters. I could Super Awaken King. But I mean, he does remove. I don't know. Because I feel like if I Super Awaken King, he's not gonna be very useful. Don't get me wrong, he used to be good. Oh my god, it died. Let me do that. Come on. Yeah, I don't know. I think this collab was kind of disappointing for me. And I got really lucky too, which kind of sucks. Because I should have saved that look for another time. Let's see. Maybe they'll do better in this. Oh, this is my toxic PvP team. Toxic is like you have to have a very specific set of characters to defeat it. Okay, one. That's gonna be in the back end, and then we're going to have him in the front end, her in the front end, and then they only synergize with humans, but okay, we could put her in. Might not be the smartest idea, but let's go for it. Okay, I want to add. Let's give her some survivability. Let's get him more HP. So like I said, I feel like he's an HP character. And let's give her more beers. Let's give her CP points. Is it CP? Combat power? Yeah, combat power. Let's say combat power. CP sounds weird. We're gonna use. That's 9k. That's 18k. Okay, we're gonna put him in. See their equipment. I need to add her equipment. She needs a attack set. Sorry, my throat's really dry. I've been getting a massive headache. Alright, let's see how this goes. Let's put in combat class just in case, because I need to activate my shit. I've tried doing dodge food, it doesn't work out. The CC is not bad. It's like 318k now. Oh, 316k. Alright, let's go. One, two, three. This should kick in for the, okay, so she has a reflect. Dead. Yeah, you don't want to do that against that character. Let's take her out first. One, two, and three. See, that was so bad. You made a mistake, buddy. Yeah, see? Am I wrong for this? Because they're not dealing a lot of damage. The only reason this worked out right now is because they killed themselves using the fucking reflect damage. Otherwise, if I had another teammates, it would have been off. Shit. Alright. I mean, I won this one, so gotta give a credit to the team. I can't say that the debuffs aren't working because I mean, they're definitely working. It's just I'm afraid there's gonna be KOs right away. Because once I get past a certain point in this league, I'm gonna start encountering people who have way more CC than I do. And usually, again, the name of the game is fast damage. See, this is the ideal team, I would say. Is good for Shadow. Let's see how mine does. Is this a bot? It might be a bot. Or is it an actual person? Alright, let's see. We're gonna take him out first. I don't like those debuffs on my team. She's charged up enough. There should be a kill at this point. Oh god, that's terrible. Yeah, it's not good at all. Let's see if they can survive this. She's gonna die. Oh, she didn't. Okay, there. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna survive this. I mean, they have a lot of debuffs, so maybe this is gonna do a lot more damage, but I feel like it's not. I think we're fucked. Oh shit, okay, we survived. Okay. Okay. That's much better. You know what's funny? If I hadn't panicked, I could have used this to avoid that. But we tanked it like a champ. Alright, that's good. I'm sorry. You have to die, man. Okay, finally some damage. Come on now. What took you so long? Oof. So that debuff or that buff to get that increase. $464K, okay. I feel like these might just be the opponents, though. I feel like I'm fighting against weaker people, especially because I have such higher CC. If it was an even CC, if I started second turn, I wouldn't survive. Let's see how this goes. Oh god, my throat's so dry. Throw the buff and let's throw out that for shits and giggles. You know what? I just realized they're not immune to debuffs. Maybe I can do this. I need to take care of her first. Wait, now let's redo that. We're going to go 1, and then 2. And, shit, I was gonna use this one. I used the wrong one by accident. Fuck. That's why I wanted to disable her debuff. Fuck. Watch, I could've. God damn it. Whatever, man. The fucking problem is I have to kill her. But she doesn't die easy. There you go. Alright, kill the next one. I feel like this team was too easy. Okay, see, there you go. That's the kind of damage I like. Like 700k on each person. It's much better. I have to check that in a bit. Enjoying my cat purring while I think. Whenever you're fighting a team like this, it's better to take out the side characters rather than actually fighting head on with Meliodas and Elizabeth, because they're usually easier to kill. She has a rebirth mechanic. You're gonna have to learn to tank her damage, or their damage, I guess. That's what I mean about damage to it, but thankfully I guess I survived this. I just hope they don't survive this next part. Yep, just all gone. Come on, don't fail me now. Nice. Alright, let's see who's gonna win. I think my shield's gonna last longer, but Nimbus just sighed really deeply. He's like, "You woke me up, my guy. I'm sorry. I just don't know how this is gonna end." Okay, so she lost her shield. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, that was a close one. But she's the one who came in clutch, not the other ones, not the other characters. She was the MVP, not them. I mean, I guess they weakened it. Let's try another one. This will probably be the last one, honestly. His Nimbus, he's sure sweet. I'm petting him, so he's purring nicely. He's so patient with the kids. Part of me like, that's a bad idea, but I'm like, alright, let's give it a go though. Her holy relic is active too, so there should be a 40% reduction in damage. Okay. Let's take him out. And hopefully breakthrough. Fuck. Nice. I expected that, but god damn it. I was just about to say, at least she didn't die, but here we are. I was really hoping that would do way more damage. It did not work. It did not work. I'm fucked. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay, at least there's a bright side. He killed himself. Oh, okay. Oh no. Oh no. I'd be pissed. And she got her shield back. The ultimate just came back. Yeah, I'd be pissed. Those guys were useless. She's the fucking MVP. She single-handedly killed most of the other team. Just on reflect damage. That is crazy. Like I said, I'd be upset. Well, that was fun. I think I'm gonna end it here. Thanks for watching, and yeah.